basic movements that we need for the Open are feeling pretty good. I've just got to get that engine going. Just under a month out, so still a lot to do. Got to still get a bit more work on the engine. Having Cooper, he's awesome, best thing ever. I suppose it is hard when it comes to training and like trying to spend time with him, but it's definitely made me think a lot more about my training, like try instead of coming in here piss farting around, get in, get it done, and so I can get home. Also, with working a full-time job as well, running the box, so getting into the Globo gym every morning up in the city makes a big difference. And just really being smarter with it is the biggest thing. And getting home to spend time with them. That's about it. Just training hard, so smarter and faster and wiser, I suppose.
At the moment, I'm nursing a pretty serious shoulder injury. I've torn a couple of tendons in my left shoulder, so I'm working around that at the moment. So doing lots of squatting, which is cool. Yeah, so that lift is improving heaps. Lots of cleans, my running's improving, which is cool. So just keeping myself as fit and healthy as possible. And with regards to that, just going to strengthen it as much as possible and probably make a decision about how I'm going to go about healing that after the Open. Going to do as much of the Open as I can, support my gym and at SF, and yeah, help those guys out as much as possible, give them a bit of a pep up. Yeah, and see what happens. Injury is a funny one. It's definitely a personal choice, and it really does depend on what you've done as well. So, you know, if you get a little niggle and it's something that, you know, you can go and get some needles on or go and see a chiro physio, and it's something that people know how to rehabilitate and they can give you a plan, you know, you can work around that pretty well, and you set some timelines and you know when you can get back to doing what you love at 100%. If you've done something a bit more serious where you've, you know, potentially torn something like I have, and there's a lot of uncertainty around your injury, yeah, there's a really big negative mental side to that. A lot of ups and downs of, you know, figuring out how you accept that. I think, you know, if that does happen to you, talking to people is the biggest thing. Talk to people, tell people what's happened. The more people you ask, the more information you get, the more empowered and that sense of control sort of comes back to you, and that can help you cope. And then also figure out your best plan going ahead. I've seen 6 different people who specialise in shoulder injuries to come to the conclusion I have going forward this year. You know, that's 6 people, 6 different opinions, and I've just gotten to a place where I'm comfortable, you know, dealing with it now. My biggest piece of advice: if you get injured, talk to people. Don't settle for something just based on what one person has said. Get as much information as you can, but keep training. You know, find out what you can do and get in and keep a routine. And you'll get to a place of acceptance, and you get a plan, and then you move forward, and fingers crossed you get back to a place where you can do everything you did before. Will I be back in 2016? Competing at the level I was? I don't see that happening. 2017, maybe. 2016 is potentially a year that I have surgery, so at this stage, no, unfortunately. But I'm not giving up in 2017.